6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And I would do them as I would choreograph it as 2 counts for the stalls. But the taps, right, but you would do just the tip and you would do it higher up. So like the way you're doing it right now, okay, so the way you were just doing the sequence, right? You're when you're coming through, you're doing like you're really going through, right, with the stall part of it. When you do it with the tap, you do so tip, 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 tip. So my hand is actually, when I'm doing the stall, my hand goes in like deeper, right? Whereas when I'm doing the tip, I'm aiming for the tip to hit just on the fleshy part. But it's more like the tip of the wick rather than the whole flat of the cylinder. There's a spiral, which is all the way in. There's a tap back, which is just the tip, right? And then there's a wrap where you are going partly around like this. When we originally talked about it, we were talking about it as a wrap. However, at the pace of music that you're going to be using, doing it as a tap back where it's just the tip, so it's less wrap, right? So and the difference is kind of subtle, right? This is a tap. I would call this a tap back, but whereas this is a wrap, right, where it's going around more. A squat, like a horse stance, can help because what ends up happening is you have more of this surface at an angle that is easier to hit with, right? So when you're standing, you have to basically kind of turn the poi on a horizontal angle. But if you squat more, you can get it on a vertical angle better, in my experience. Like the tap back is easier to do when you have a squat because there's more to tap against. In this context, there's 2 things going on. One is the efficacy of the move and being able to do it at the speed and tempo of the music. But the other is the performance impact of what you're doing. And I think more straddle might be better because it'll be more dramatic. I think it'll help create drama in the piece. So from an efficacy perspective, maybe only this. But from a performance perspective, you may want to get down there like this and like really be in it so that you're looking like you're in it. Yeah, and that's a style question versus a efficacy question. So if you go into it in a wrap like this long, and you do your stall sequence, right? As you're doing it, when you get to the last one, you can do like another finger or 2 coming around the back and around the front so that for the tap portion, it's a little bit smaller, which will allow it to go faster. You do want the drama, in my opinion, of the slow against the fast. So if you need to, you can also do it 4 counts and 2 counts instead of 2 counts and 1 count. So like do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? It'll take a lot longer to do, but you could. Are you gonna be wearing gloves? Are you gonna be wearing gauntlets? I would definitely practice with the gauntlet on so that you know how much the wrap really is, rather than practicing it without it.